Happy Thursday is popping for you right here. We get your questions and try and find you some answers. All right. The deal is 888-429-0941. You call us, we give you our best answer, and we send you away satisfied.
We try.
All right? We got Rich, your emotional support animal, in here.
Here.
We have Meredith, MD, checking in.
Ooh, I like the MD.
Orlando BGYN is going to answer for you as well. We have Bridget on the phone. Brittany.
Yes,
Brittany is on the phone. Hey, Brittany, how you doing?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
Pretty good. You had a question for us. Come on in.
Yeah, so I've been with my fiance for 5 years, and we have a 4-year-old together. He just recently made me sell my car and quit my job, and now he wants to bring up that he wants to be in a poly relationship out of nowhere. And I am not down for that. I don't know what to do at this point. Like, I just need, advice on how to, talk to him about this, I guess. I don't know.
Well, okay, well, first of all, you said he made you sell your car and
yeah,
made
I'm
you
almost feeling, financially abused at this point.
It sounds like he's trying to make you backed
Dependent.
backed into a corner. Not that you are in one, because we don't know, obviously, but that's what a lot of abusive people will do. They'll make you feel alone, like you can't, and you're trapped, and you don't know what to do.
But, I mean, are you in financial, is there any financial issues that are going on?
Yeah, definitely. He's definitely making me give him, all of any money that comes in. He keeps my cards. And
now he wants an open relationship.
Okay. It doesn't sound like, first of all, you can afford an additional relationship.
My kids, literally, their dad passed away, so I get money from their dad, from, Social Security. So he literally keeps that card, and then he's making me do, all kinds of stuff. Just, I don't know. It's just, he's financially abusing me. I had job interviews, a bunch of them lined up, great jobs. He's not letting me, even go to them because he
wants to control you.
Yeah. What your gut is telling you is right. First of all, that's the first inkling. You want to make sure you listen to yourself. We're probably telling you stuff that you're already feeling, that it's already off center. And with him trying to kind of harness everything and control everything, and now bring in somebody else, you're not even in the situation to be having a thriving relationship with a throuple, with another person involved.
That's what I told him.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I told him, and I said I wanted to wait, and maybe I'll try it whenever we're good. But he doesn't want to wait; he wants to do it now. And now it's I'm insecure now. I want to get my body done now, and I'm just
It kind of sounds like he wants to have his cake and eat it too, Brittany. I'm just going to be honest with you. I think
you need to run. There's a bunch of charities in town that can not only hide you if it becomes detrimental to you, and they can hide you for a little bit amount of time, and they will give you some money in the meantime and help place you in an apartment and help you find a job if that's maybe an area you need to consider and think about. If you feel like you can't get out of this because you don't have any money, you don't have a car, and you feel alone, maybe this should be an option you should consider.
Are you thinking that you want to end this relationship? Because it does sound
Yeah, I've been wanting to. I've been just trying to save up so I can run.
Yes.
I really want to.
I want you to understand that you're thinking right, that the relationship doesn't feel like it's a safe space for you. You should be packing away anything that you can and stop giving it over to him, because that power is going to limit your options. And so you want to make sure, get you a separate bank account, a separate debit card, or something like that, and just pack this stuff away, and let's get you the opportunity to get out and have a healthy relationship. Yes. Okay, because that's not normal. And what he's looking to be kept. And you want a partner. So if you're not on the same page, then you need to get out of that, okay?
And go to your interviews.
Yeah, make sure you go to those interviews,
If I had my car, I would, but he took away the Camaro. We have a car together, too. We have a Camaro, and he took that away from me, and took my name off the lease. And the title and off the insurance.
So she has no power here.
Yeah, he's definitely trapping you into a situation. So I want to make sure that you're covered. So let's start, working on your exit. Any family members that you have that you can, lean on, start leaning on them, because they'll be there for you.
I don't really have anybody. I'll call around
Okay, so here's just an example. The Spring of Tampa Bay can help you out. There are a bunch of charities in town that hone in exactly on what you're talking about, and you can lean on them. There's therapists. And like I said, there's situations where they can actually hide you and get you out of the situation safely.
The Spring, CASA, Hands Across the Bay, those are all organizations that help women in these situations.
So they don't have to actually, like, hit me. Like, if, like,
it could be abusive in many different fashions.
That's mental abuse too, girl. So.
Verbal abuse.
He pushes me, but he doesn't, like, actually hit me. So.
No, it's still abusive.
It's abuse.
I mean, and you're feeling it just
it's
like
an
it's a
option.
punch. But yeah, you definitely have options out there, at least to talk to some of the people. So, if you want to hold on for a second, we can get you some of the contact information for that too, okay?
That would be, thank you.
No
thank
problem.
you so much.
All right.
That's so tough.
Wow. There's a lot of texts that are coming in saying she needs to leave now. Yeah. She needs to leave
Save
now.
yourself. Yeah. For sure.
That's
do we keep on going?
Yeah. Well, you know what? Let's get her some information off here, and we'll come back with the other side, part 2. Big shout out to everybody who has been reaching out on text. There's a lot of ladies. Brittany, if you're still listening, there are a bunch of ladies who are saying, I know it hasn't gotten physical yet. It starts verbal, but it will. It's coming. Another person says, I will give her a ride to a couple of interviews to help her out. That's out of the 614. I lived with a narcissistic man before I figured out what he had planned for me. So everything that you're feeling, I mean, anybody who's out there who's in that situation, realize that your gut is the best telltale ever. When you ask us a question like that and you already have that inkling in you, that is telling you that your fight or flight is inside you, telling you that you need to get out of there. So I'm glad everybody has been sharing that information. We gave information as well. If you are out there and you're looking for support, the Spring, CASA, Hands Across the Bay, all are well documented online that can be some sort of support for you in that kind of situation.
Yeah, and if you need that information, just text in. We'll text you that information back if anybody's looking.
Out of the 813, we have a question that says, my brother-in-law and I are super close. He's been an extra mouth to feed since my husband and I got married, but he's super helpful with his nephews, and he is now one of the dependents in the family. Is it strange to mistake a really good connection for romantic feelings? It's so weird because it's not our relationship at all, but I have noticed that it feels that way. Help me with your thoughts.
You can love somebody that's, not blood related, a family member. I mean, he's very close to you. He's helping you with your children. He lives in your house. You're feeding him. So, I mean, it's kind of like a thin line there. There is a difference, though. You do not there's boundaries. You do not want to step over, but you can love, your brother-in-law, and that's okay.
You can love him, but when you use the word romantic, though,
you need to check yourself. It kind of
sounds like she's falling in love with him.
But what she asked, the question said to mistake a really good connection for romantic feelings. So to answer that, yes, you can. But you got to keep it clear.
Yeah.
You got to make sure that, you do stay focused on the fact that the family unit is the win. Mm-hmm. He's joining in because of his brother. You mess around, lose your brother, you lose him.
You lose them both.
Lose everything as far as your family setup. So in reality, mm-hmm. the realistic way to look at it is you have some close feelings with this person because you said you're super close.
Yes.
And it is a way that you can mistake that, but just realize that ain't real.
And and put away your PJs with the booty shorts and all that stuff. Kind of keep it very like, I'm your sister-in-law.
Platonic.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't be out there cheekums.
Right,
Don't
exactly. Make it clear, like, we're just family and that is it.
You guys can have a good relationship and just be friends. You don't have to be loving.
For sure.
All right? Out of the 941, I'm in the middle of a divorce. We've been married for 5 years, together 10 years. We have 4 kids.
Wow.
During our breakup, I got another woman pregnant, and now I have a 4-month-old with the new girlfriend. My kids are having a hard time accepting my new life and adapting to the changes, of course. My oldest daughter has shown resentment towards my new girlfriend and the new baby. How do I get my kids on the same page?
Ooh, that's hard. Blended family. It's just the beginning.
I mean, honestly, it's not really time to get everybody on the same page. You have to get your page together first. You got messy. Like, you have extra babies and extra drama. So why don't you piece together everything first? Because once they see you play it like it's a foundation that's solid, mm-hmm. then they can trust it. You can't expect your kids to trust something that you haven't built. Ain't nobody going to climb up on the second floor of a house that got a shady first floor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you went out and stepped out and you did some stuff, and now everything is all. You can't expect a kid to have the mentality to be able to
Maturity.
say, hey, I can now understand what the relationship dynamics are. Like, you can't.
Yeah.
You don't understand it, and you're a grown-up. So let your kids see you treat it like it's real, and then they can feel comfortable to stick their foot in. But don't expect them to just double dutch their way in immediately.
If the kids have resentment, that means the mother has resentment, and she's talking,
Well, of course.
and the kids are getting that, and
Wait
that's
a minute,
why they
that's
feel
not
that way.
always
Well,
the case.
it's not always, but the reason why the kids feel that way is because mommy's probably hurt, and they are
How
feeling.
about the kids are hurt?
The kids.
He
could be
abandoned
hurt
the
too.
family and decided to sleep with somebody else.
I think that he needs to go have the conversation with the mother, and have the mother have a conversation with the kids, letting them know that, it didn't work out, and they are working on it, but they would like to be a family.
We got a question out of the 813 that says, what's the information on the free dental cleaning? We have that for you, too. Therapy can include free dentistry. September 9th, it is going on. I know that it's in multiple locations, but dental care at Quail Hollow, which is my dentist, Dr. George, and Dr. Picola, they are doing it at 28385 State Road 54, Wesley Chapel. It's right there on 54, right next to like the new Wawa and the new Dunkin'. It's right there in Quail Hollow in Wesley Chapel. So you can head out there Saturday the 9th. They're doing it 8:30 to 1, and it's all patients will receive a free cleaning or a filling or an extraction. Okay, and they're doing first come, first serve.
Yeah, so get there early, by the way.
Last year, they did, with the collective of the locations, 4,036 patients treated last year.
Okay.
And 211 different locations, basically $1.5 million in dentistry. So free dentistry day is September 9th, which is next Saturday, 8:30 to 1, and that's at the dental care at Quail Hollow.
Okay, here's another Therapy Thursday out of the 727. Seeing a new guy, and he just said he loved me, and it hasn't even been 2 months yet.
Oh.
Is this a red flag because I'm feeling like he's moving way too fast? I'm just not there yet.
It's not a definite red flag. It might be he's a little bit closer to it than you are. He was a little bit more ready.
Yeah.
You might not be. I wouldn't judge a person for saying it. I would hope he wouldn't judge you for not saying it back. That's the bigger part. And if you want to have a real conversation with him, say, hey, I know you said something. I don't want to fault you for it because you're being honest with yourself. Just don't really be mad at me because I'm not there yet, because I'm in a different space than you, but I loved hearing it.
Right.
That's a better way of not saying it back or not addressing it back. I loved hearing it, but I'd have
some
I'm not there yet.
questions. I'd have some questions and ask does he fall in love easily? And then I'd ask, how many women have you said I love you to before? Because if it's like,
man, this ain't no book report, man. I mean,
no,
I gotta
because
tell
then
you about the past.
That's a little bit of a red flag. He falls in love easily.
Well, it could be too early for you, but not for him. Maybe he really does love you. Maybe something,
Maybe
the
he
things
does.
that you have done and
I
how
would
you've been
ask him
acting.
some
It
questions.
says something about you. And if he loves you, I would just accept it. If you're not ready to say it to him, you don't have to say it. But again, just talk to him.
It's not always has to be bounced back with an I love you back. Sometimes it's like, man, thank you for saying it.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you for saying
Thank
that.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. That is so lovely to hear.
It's not a good response.
It
to
is a
somebody
good.
saying,
It's
love
not
you.
the best response. The natural response is, "I love you. I love you too." But what else is acceptable? I love you.
I appreciate you.
That is so beautiful coming from your lips.
Some people just say
Those are
I
beautiful.
love. Yeah, some people just say I love you to let the other person know what their intentions are. So
My door
Don't
is
fake
open.
it.
When you love me back, let me know. I'll be right here
I'm
for
here.
some loving.
I
love you,
love
baby.
what you do with
I
your
love
mouth.
how you make me feel.
Aw.
That's a great way to say it back.
Yeah.
I love that you love me.
Somebody, Marcelino says, "Stop giving him that good and that slob 5,000," and he'll say it back.
There you go. Yeah, maybe it happened during sex. Who knows?
All right, we have a break here. Let's see. We'll do one more real quick. It says, "I'm 4 weeks pregnant with my first child." Do you even know after 4 weeks?
Congrats.
Is
Yes,
that
of
fast?
course.
Okay.
You can.
I'm 4 weeks pregnant with my first child. I know who the baby daddy is, but I don't know, in all caps, who the baby daddy is. I was with one person during this same time. It was a mistake that just happened. I don't feel like it's even a possibility, but in my head, it is blowing up my relationship. Worth it for a small what if?
Yes. Okay, wait. You need to know. The child should know who the father is. I mean, if there's some way you can keep it quiet where you can test the one guy or something like that. I don't know how you do that. I mean, you're going to blow up your whole relationship. Do you have to wait for the baby
to come out?
They can test beforehand when the baby's in the belly, but speaking of invasive, I mean, it's not necessarily a healthy thing to do.
Right. So realistically, play your position. Treat it like everything's normal.
You made a mistake.
But I'm saying treat it like it's normal only fight your fight when the fight happens. Don't fight it early.
But what if the baby comes looking out like totally different?
Baby come out, he's Latin. Baby, he's Asian. Baby come out Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
that's when you got to fight that fight that day.
Problems.
Don't do it now.
You don't want to fight in the delivery room.
You have no idea if it happened. So
that's stressful.
And so what you said is you don't want to blow up your relationship on a small what if. Well, it's going to blow up regardless if you mention it now. So why don't you wait? Because what if it didn't? What if that one time didn't outweigh the rest of the time?
Yeah.
And now you blow up your relationship for nothing. Realize you messed up.
Right.
Don't ever do it again.
Don't do it again.
And then wait for this baby to come out and,
pray.
Pray.
Can we test the dude?
Do you ever tell him?
Huh?
Do you ever tell him?
Not if that baby come out and it's his. Like this one you need to take to the grave. Don't snitch on yourself.
Oh my God!
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Somebody text and get his toothbrush for a DNA.
This sounds like an episode of Maury.
Listen, don't do it to yourself. You know what the deal is. Just. I'm just saying.
Keep it on the low.
Oh yeah.
I want to see if she can get tested.
Keep it on the low and keep your legs closed.
Oh damn.
All right, we're gonna do that. All right, that's what it is. All right, 888-429-0941. It's a wrap right now.